The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox. Good news, Suze.
Good day, sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, it's time to feel good.
14-year-old Queenslander upstages defending champ to win the Australian Marbles Championship.
We are the champions, my friend.
This is good, marbles. I never played marbles at school.
We played them, but I don't know if we played them the right way. We used to just throw them at each other and try and hit them.
That's how I used to
Sounds
play
dangerous.
marbles.
Put them in a slingshot.
That's the so that's the wrong way. The Australian Marbles Championship was held at Brunswick Heads over the weekend. The reigning title holder from New South Wales lost his crown to a 14-year-old from Queensland called Santiago Villanueva.
And lost his clown.
Is that what I said? Did I say clown? Did I? I'm trying to make you happy.
Wish I had a clown when I was a kid.
Crown. Mr. Farrell had held the title since 2019.
How old was Mr. Farrell?
Mr. Farrell.
Come on, Mr.
He looks
Farrell.
like there's no
Time
age.
to give it up.
There's no age next to him,
dear.
but he looks like he's in his 40s to 50s.
Too old to be playing marbles.
72.
He's 40 to 50
Come
years
on,
old.
buddy.
Oh,
Leave it for the kids.
yeah. Yeah, that's probably good for Mr. Farrell's family too. He's lost it.
Good news, Suze.
Marbles.
He's lost his marble.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, let me give you
Give a funny thing.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good because this runs into the next story.
Good.
Dog runs 4 miles to get help for his human after surviving a car crash.
Who let the dogs out?
I saw this in the news during the week. I don't know if you saw it. Blue was travelling with his human Brandon. His human Brandon? It's funny. Is that his owner?
He had a human Brandon once, didn't he?
And 3 other dogs. When Brandon crashed into a ravine, Brandon and the other dogs were all injured and they couldn't even get out of the car.
Were there other dogs there?
Yep, there was Brandon and other dogs. 3 other dogs.
Okay.
So Blue, he had shards of glass in his face.
Oh,
He
dear.
jumped out of the car, charted a course to the campground where they were staying and alerted the family that something was wrong. And they could find them in the ravine. They never would have found them and saved their lives. All because of Blue.
God, Blue, that's
Like an episode of Lassie, yeah.
Or what's the dolphin one?
Skip Flipper.
Flipper.
Good news, Suze.
Flipper was never in a car crash, though. That's what
No,
What's that flip?
very clever.
They're stuck in the ravine.
You know what? That runs onto this one as well.
Oh, this is
Go on.
Segway
This is like
Olympics.
Segway City. Orca calf seen in the Nigaloo Reef for the first time in 3 years.
I think
Nigaloo Reef.
The Nigaloo Reef.
Where is that's Western Australia, isn't it? Nigaloo Reef.
Is that true? Yep.
A marine researcher has welcomed the first baby orca seen off the Exmouth coast, WA, in 3 years.
Wow.
He said the pod's new addition ends a dire reproductive period within the UNESCO World Heritage Site after several calves across family groups disappeared.
They don't eat humans, orcas.
Oh, that's good.
good to
Maybe
know,
that's why they're not living
Yeah.
long enough.
And
Anyway.
they eat sharks.
Do they?
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're dying off, but they've seen a baby, so come on, keep
on,
reproducing.
orcas.
Yeah,
You can
keep-
do it.
Keep eating sharks.
And not us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, it's time to feel good.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
I got one boy returning and one boy taking off this weekend.
Yeah.
One boy returning today, actually.
The prodigal son.
Sid the prodigal son?
Yeah, he went away. Now he's come back.
Oh, okay.
Just on uni break or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but like
It's holidays, isn't it?
fair break. They get a fair break. Like
What are they getting off?
I think he said he's home for 6 weeks or something. Jeez. Like, which is a fair time.
6 weeks.
So he's driving home as we speak from Sydney with a mate of his. And they'll be back today. And then we've got, so that would be great. Sid will be home for a week.
Is his bedroom still there? Can he? No one's hopped into it.
No.
Like some siblings move around. Like there's a hierarchy of bedrooms, and when an older one goes, the younger one slips into the.
Didn't he try to Airbnb it out?
No, he tried.
Yeah.
He asked Levi in all sincerity. He said, "While I'm away, do you reckon I'd be able to?"
Ran it out to a random.
bad
Like,
idea.
he's either going to be homeless or he'll make a fortune, Sid. Like,
Entrepreneur.
do you reckon that I'd be able to rent out my room in our house, and that he'd be able to make money?
Yeah.
Like, welcome to the table, stranger.
Just out of interest, how much are you paying rent?
Yes, to my son.
It'd literally be his drinking money.
Oh
in
my
Sydney.
God. Anyway, so he's coming back, but then Levi, my eldest boy, who's 20, he's taking off. He's on a European jaunt. He's going over. Yeah, he's going over to Europe, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Doing a holiday over there.
Be nice to go to Europe this summer.
Yeah, he's
If only.
so he's taking off. He's taking off tomorrow, which, I mean, come on. I mean, how much fun's that going to be?
How long is he going for?
Like a month?
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's he headed? Do you know?
I don't know. He's going, he got cheap airfares somewhere or other, like cheap.
That surprises me because it's summer
Yeah.
in Europe at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
this is prime time, prime season.
Somehow or other he ended up with cheap airfares, and then he's finishing off in Croatia. You ever been to Croatia? Anyone ever been to Croatia? No.
I heard it's beautiful.
Dubrovnik.
I've never
No,
been
I've
either.
never been. I hear it's very, very nice in the summer.
Yeah, he's doing something or other there.
Boat
and-
week, maybe? They have this thing where all the young kids go on
On a boat?
boat week.
It
They
is.
all hang out.
He's on a boat. He's on a
Yeah,
boat,
boat
and
week.
he's doing
You heard
this.
of boat week?
He's
Luttsy
doing.
wanted to do it.
I want to do it, but there's some sort of speculation that over
too old.
35s aren't welcome.
All right.
It's for young people, Luttsy.
Yeah.
I'm
beautiful
young at heart.
people.
No, he's doing that, and it's like
That's
all of
fun,
his
apparently.
meals,
Yeah.
all meals, accommodation, drinks, and everything taken care of. So all he's got to do is for the first 3 weeks or whatever, you know, if he's scabbing around going cheap meals and all of that type of stuff, and then he gets to Croatia, wherever the bloody hell, doing whatever,
Yeah.
and living large there.
That'd be fun, that boat week.
Oh, I find myself so envious of him. I'm like, oh, come on, man, I'd like to take off and do that.
All Luttsy wants to do is go to Europe on a boat, and so he's too old for the young boat week one, and
Yes.
too young for the one that your mum's doing.
Exactly. So you either got to be 35 or 90 to enjoy a summer in Europe.
Are you sure you're in that middle spot that you don't quite fit in anywhere?
There's no boat for me. There's no anything for me. It's horrible.
You know what you need?
What?
A family.
How's that going to help?
He's probably got one out there. He just doesn't know about.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
Well, it feels like it was about a year ago today that we had this man on the show to congratulate him on his new job as the host of Sunrise, and now he's back to celebrate the 1 year anniversary. I forget my own wife's anniversary, Sherbo, but for
But he
some
remembers
reason
yours.
we've recalled
Wow.
your first anniversary.
Wow. Has it been a year?
Well, that's
It
what they're
feels
telling
like
us.
100-metre sprint's just gone by. Did I run it that slowly? I look back on it and, geez, we've jammed some stuff in, haven't we?
You look so sort of at home there now. Like it does.
That's a good point.
It just seems
Feels like you've been there for years
Yeah,
now,
like
in
you,
that
you-
sense.
You look up now, and we kind of get used to seeing the faces of breakfast television here in the studio, and now you just look up and it's just like, oh, there's Shervo doing his thing, and it seems
Oh, I appreciate that.
like a good fit.
Yeah, you know what? I think, and you guys would get this too, the longer you spend together, the more you fall into that comfort zone and you know, you become who you really are. And when I started out, geez, there was so much I still hadn't learnt yet. So the mechanics of it and all of that. But no, it feels good. It feels really good now.
If there's any days that you don't feel like going and you're dragging your feet, is there anything you take from your athletics career to get you through the morning?
Do you know what?
He didn't
Like,
take
it
anything in
doesn't-
his athletics career. What are you suggesting?
No.
It doesn't. Oh, you mean take something or like mental
Because
approach?
Suze was big on the still knocks, as you know.
Peptides.
It was a serious question. It was a serious
What was that
question.
concoction? The Still Knocks and Red Bull or something? Or was that
Those bloody swimmers, they were dodgy shit.
One still knocks. There was a serious question. Mental.
Oh, sorry. Let's get back on board. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, there are 100% days where you're like, oh, man, here we go again. Do I really want to be doing this? Getting out of bed, hitting the streets when it's dark and cold. And do you know what? You just punch through because you know the excitement of the show. And when you get there, it's different every day. You're reacting to what's going on in the world, and you don't actually know until you arrive into the office what's happened overnight. And some of the things just blow your mind. Like, some of them are completely heartbreaking and it's so hard to get through emotionally. And then the other things are uplifting. And you've got these people that just do extraordinary things. So Yeah, no, it's actually easy when you're kind of feeling like it's mundane and you're just pressing on. It's easy to get going again.
Do you reckon
Nice
as
work,
you get older, or as you are getting older, not that you're old by any sense, but your athletics career is over, are you falling more in love with sport, not just athletics, but just sport? It's just something that I've found as I've got older. I thought I'd grow out of it.
Yeah, 100%. And we had King's birthday long weekend just go by, right? And on a Monday we had NRL, AFL, and we don't get sport on a regular Monday. And it was, it was nice just flicking around and watching some live sport on a Monday, just a bit different, you know. The thing I love the most, and I think that's changed the most too, and I didn't really understand this as an athlete, is I'm in awe of the athletes themselves now more than ever. They're so inspiring and so great and so influential, and I hope that they understand that and you know, when they're interacting with kids coming through as well now and understand that impact that they can have. And because I see that now as I get older, someone like Tori Lewis, who I believe is be the face of the 2032 Olympic Games. She's just like everything that epitomises elite sport. She's a sprinter, obviously, fantastic tick. She's charismatic tick. She's just athletically just unbelievable at what she does. And represents everything that Australia is. I'm in awe of the athletes themselves, the players themselves, and I really do hope, and I get this now, that they don't take for granted the position they're in and the role that they play.
Congratulations, you're doing a
well
great
done,
job
Sherbo.
on Sunrise, 1 year in, and I'm sure there's many, many more to come. So well done, and all the best.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, legends. Love it.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
Just over 24 hours till the Star Stradbroke at Eagle Farm. Big. Fashion's difficult over this period, though, for me.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, you went last week, but if you go back to back to back, you know, where are you pulling the wardrobe from? It's crazy.
Why don't you wear the same thing twice?
Doesn't get it.
Especially guys couldn't you?
You could just change your suit jacket.
You can change.
Hello, buddy boy.
What?
Carl Stefanovic wore the same suit
That's true.
on national television for an entire year.
And I could change colour.
Every day, 5 days a week. And guess how many people noticed?
Nobody.
Zero.
None.
But he's not Luttsy.
Yeah. But I mean, and because they have different colour schemes for every race day.
What is it for Stradbroke?
Black, white, touch of red.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, but because I wore, it's just black and white the first day I went to, Derby Day. I wore green and pink.
Oh, he's a rebel. And that was the thing about David.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid to...
What was last week?
He wasn't afraid to wear green and pink.
Colour? Floral for Oaks Day? What did you wear?
I went like bone-coloured chinos, a blue shirt, and like a
I mean, it looked
maroon
good.
jacket.
It looked
Thank
good,
you.
but I think we were off-brand.
We
a
definitely
little
were.
bit.
But then, to be fair, I didn't see anyone else wearing floral.
Well, it's Ladies' Day, so I think a lot of ladies, if you had been, not that you obviously you were looking at your nearest and dearest, but if you had been looking around,
I wasn't.
If you did have eyes wandering,
Didn't know there was
eyes, so
another
to
lady
speak,
there.
Exactly. I think they were wearing floral.
Right, okay. Bronte was
If you had have taken your eyes off your
Beautiful
blushing
wife.
bride for 1
Yes.
second, you would have seen.
Which he didn't.
No.
No, I'm not suggesting.
I mean, she missed the memo as well because she
What
was
about-
wearing dark green.
What about that hour when you just left her and came down to see me, though? What about that hour? I was like,
Forget
"Where's
it, don't
your
remember
wife?"
that.
You went, I don't know, she's like this somewhere.
Couldn't get her into the marquee.
No, you couldn't get her in. We only had one ticket, that's what it was.
Yeah, I went down to see some clients as well, so
Yes.
I could claim my Uber back on work
yeah.
Give
expense.
us a work expense. Yeah, you were chatting to several
You were definitely
clients.
working.
Yeah, trying to get them on the show.
Some of them were wearing floral dresses.
I don't remember. I was looking at their eyes.
But yeah, so anyway, so it's black, white, and red. I think you got to mix it up a bit. You know, because I bought some vests. Remember from
I noticed you doing
Temu.
the vest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of like,
Back to the 90s kind of vest vibe.
I had a moment where I sort of like, I don't mind, for some reason I feel comfortable talking about it here, but it's like wearing Temu occasionally.
Yeah, do you brag about it when you're out there?
But then when I was at, no,
Do you give it the old,
No,
hey,
because
guess
it-
how much I paid for this?
because
$42.
because Buggerlug's here.
Oh, does he announce it, does
No,
he?
because I'm sitting there and I've just met the Georgia from the Courier Mail. She like writes the
Gossip column.
Yeah, gossip,
confidential,
celebrity
it's called,
stuff.
yeah. And a comment was made about, oh, my three-piece suit, it looks great. Where's that from? And I'm like, and Michelle was there, our PR lady was there as well. And I've just gone, I'm not going to tell team, it'll end up in the paper.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. So, oh, it's not a big name, it's just like whatever. And Buzz here is like, hang on, is that Timo?
You got it from Timo, didn't
Is that
you?
from Timo, is it? And I've gone, no, it's not. It's not. Obviously, it is because he knows for a fact that I was buying. The
And then
fruit
Luttsy
this
pulled
Yeah, it
me.
is. You sent it to
Luttsy-
a group chat this morning.
Luttsy literally pulled me aside after and was like, "Listen,
In the
listen,
toilet, I went,
listen. It is Timu, but I didn't want to say it in front of Georgia."
No, Buzz. Just need to square off something, mate.
Hey, mate, no dramas.
No.
All right, no dramas.
I just don't want to be reading about this next Sunday morning.
Was it in the paper? I feel like there was a photo of you in the paper.
No, I don't think. Not that I saw. But anyway, so there you go. So I don't know what I'm going to do this week, though.
It's easy for girls, touch your red, because you just wear bright red lipstick.
Lipstick,
That's
that's
what I
all
did
you
last.
take.
Yeah.
That's what I did last year.
Yeah, but I don't know. So there's no answers in that break.
Just rock up in any suit and say the touch of red's on the top of your head.
Oh, there you go. Then I'll go, where? Maybe 5 years ago, buddy.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.